superiority with them. And as long as you don't tell them to move, automatically they will sit there and defend themselves, and they'll keep building stuff. The reason I don't use Tempest is they tend to get stuck on things more often than they really should. 2, 1. You guys back off. Okay, and that's why I have Fat Boys for defense. They're basically Tech 2 artillery, except they shoot a bajillion times a second. Which is good. I like it. I'm probably not going to use any naval factories for this mission. Don't ask me why, I don't really know why. So you're there, you are done. Let's build a few of these just to show them off. They're cheap, they're pretty quick to build, and they're pretty good. You really can't kill them unless you have to kill the structure to kill the unit, which is really, really, really gay in multiplayer. And when I said a few, apparently I meant a whole bunch. I really should just stop saying a few, because at this point, that's there. Fine, I'll stop there. We'll roll with that many. If you don't even, technically you can get away without even building point defense. If you're UEF, you can just build a few Fat Boys in your base, because they have the 4 battleship cannons that fire way faster than battleships, by the way. And they have 2 little machine guns. There's one right there on the sides that can handle close-in units with few hit points. Like Tech 2 or Tech 1 stuff, they can handle that pretty well. 4, that one's got 6. Those will be building for quite a while before they're useful. And there's the Novax. They're really cheap to build. As you see, it's not even crippling my mass with this many dudes on it. Are you patrolling? No, you're assisting him. And there goes the satellite. So it launches a satellite. It can only launch one, and the satellite can't die. It has 100 hit points. I don't even know why it has hit points. But it can't die. It'll fly over here, and it'll just start lasering things. It apparently chose to laser the commander. Whatever. And it'll just do that indefinitely. It cannot be shot down with anything. If you're really, really obnoxious, you can actually use them for nuke defense. If you just keep it from shooting, you can tell it to hold fire. You can park it over the top of a nuke launcher, or a nuke silo, or whatever you want to call it. And the nuke will hit the satellite and not kill the satellite. So that effectively renders that nuke launcher completely useless because it can't do anything. These things are ridiculous. I hate them in multiplayer games with a passion. So he's going to be building those for a while. I'm going to actually, while he's doing that, I'm going to go ahead and just try to build the Paragon here. Probably build more shields around it as well. Because remember what happened last time I didn't build enough shields around it? It exploded violently. That's probably good. I'll throw out some more anti-air around it here. The main priority on defense around this thing is anti-air right now. Because the ground defense should be plenty handled with the amount of factories I can pump out. And there goes 2 satellites flying around lasering things. Now you see why I hate them in multiplayer. Because you can't stop that. Unless you're capable of getting into your enemy's base, which in this scenario he's not. Even if he tried, he's not capable of getting into it. And they just do this for the rest of time. Eventually they will kill that commander. They do very little damage, but obviously over time they're going to deal more damage than probably anything else I build. Especially once they start stacking up. So those will be building forever, and there goes all of my economy like a tard. That's what I hate about the Paragon, is it takes all of my mass, usually, by the time I build it. 13, 15. Let's get these guys down here. Because I don't want them over there. And Fat Boys. So I've got 3 satellites now. I could probably stop building satellites and speed the building of that Paragon up, actually. How many more do I have? Just 2 more, actually. Whatever. We'll roll with it. We will roll with it. I should actually speed these parts up since I'm not doing anything useful. But whatever. They killed the commander. There's the explosion right there. So now we can watch them laser things and fast forward. It's amazing. Plus, they have difficulty getting through shields unless there's multiple of them. As you see here, I have 3 of them. They do get through the shield. It'll take them forever and a decade to actually kill that engineer they're targeting. Which, by the way, is what they are targeting. Nope, they got him. There they go. Okay. They'll kill that base eventually. There's 4 of them now. It'll just take a long time. Which is fine by me, since I'm wasting time building a Paragon anyway. So. And there's the phone again. Good God, I need to stop getting called. I'll be right back again. I apologize. And we're back again. Good Lord. When I go away like that, by the way, I stop the recording and they kill the base.
Blocking your route to the Arch. Defeat that alien's forces and then move on the Arch.
And when I stop the recording, it stops the stream display because I'm using the same software for both of them. So.
The Seraphim is hitting me from all directions. I need help.
Spoiler alert. Fletcher betrays you.
Why should I help you? You're no different from the rest of them.
He's a douche. We all knew it from the beginning.
You're going to turn on us.
Paragon's almost done, which is pretty good timing.
Brigadier General Fletcher, you have your orders.
These stupid satellites. So obnoxious.
You sold us out, Hall.
They do gain hit points, actually, when they level up. You can see they have 110 now. But it doesn't matter, they don't take damage anymore. They should count the naval base as part of it, but they don't.
Black Sun is destroyed. The Aeon and Cybern are our allies.
What are you talking about?
You fool. They're scheming and plotting right under your nose, and you're too blind to notice.
He's paranoid just a little bit. They'll kill this base by the time they're done docking. Yep, there they go.
His recall beacon is disabled. Nothing we can do from this end.
You can command them as well, obviously. You see here, you can give them patrols around your base as base defense. They're not terribly useful for base defense, but whatever.
I've spent a lot of time thinking about this. There's only one possible outcome. One way for this to end.
Just kill him. Jesus. Usually I have a stack of experimentals for this objective.
Can't the UEF control their own soldiers?
Nope. Obviously. I'm just gonna probably use the Novax for this, actually. Or whatever these things. I keep forgetting the names of the UEF stuff.
Looks like the nut is finally cracked, Commander. HQ out.
It's okay, we have satellite lasers, which are over here killing the other base.
The UEF has disowned Fletcher.
Kill him, please, thank you.
Champion, I am doing battle with the Seraphim, but
that one's already going towards him. Good God.
Ryza out.
You kill him. I'm just gonna go straight for the kill. You have to rush kill him.
And that nutball Fletcher is prepping an attack. Deal with both of them.
If you don't rush kill him, he will ruin your day very, very quickly. By the way, this objective, this mission is just obscene. The amount of crap that gets thrown at you sometimes. Not sure what they're doing. Paragon is done. So there's that. You factories are going to go on loop now. With 2 and 1. So they're going to be looping that for quite a while. Those shields dropped because the strategic bombers went straight for the fat boys. Yeah. Which have their own shields, by the way, if you didn't notice that. You guys need to retreat. There's a giant blob of air units there. Those are transports. Transports aren't too bad. What happens if you play UEF and he goes nuts? The same exact thing. None of the objectives change in this game. No matter what, so. And as you can see, this is why I built defenses everywhere, because you need defenses everywhere. Quite literally. You just need them just tucked all over the place. And this is why I rush kill him, because he's behind me. He's got the most advantageous spot possible to attack me right now. And there's why I built those, so they can help out with the frigates and stuff that show up. She's just over here. She'll be mainly defensive on her end. She's building Tech 1 stuff for some reason. I'm not sure why. She doesn't do anything the whole mission, so don't expect her to be useful. Once again, Fat Boys showing their worth. 57 kills. Good God. I'm not worried about any of those naval units because of these Atlantis. They'll take care of them.
Human killing human. How delicious.
Destroyers are going to be slight issue, but, you know, whatever. Tech 3-point defense for the win. UEF being obnoxious for the lose. Is he even close to dead yet? By the way, lasers. Satellites that fire lasers. These things are so horribly overpowered, it's ridiculous. There should be another one somewhere. Did they finish building it? No, they're still building it. Okay. So those are still building. Those are on loop. Okay, okay.
You will die by my hand, traitor.
Sure I will. There's a czar. That is actually not good. Because I have no anti-air outside of my base right now. You guys need to surface, actually, right this very instant. Please. Because I need those interceptors out of these things
Just
now.
got an update regarding the Black Sun Control Center.
Please launch.
It's linked to
There
the
you
old
go.
Option Zero defense network, and it looks like some of those weapons are
These
still
things are
online.
awesome, by the way.
Whoever seizes the control center can
If you didn't
access
know
the
that
linked
already,
weapon
these things are
systems.
awesome. Go back down.
Capture the control center. HQ
Tier
out.
1, and they're back on their way. So, interceptors, I need you on this guy this instant. They're still trying to kill him. They'll be at that for quite a while, actually. I'm not sure if they're even capable of doing it. You guys can't do anything to that, can you? They can, actually. So, get to killing it. I forgot Tech 3 gunships have anti-air. Don't you dare fall on my base.
You had no other choice, Commander.
And he's dead.
Fletcher's actions forced your hand. Continue with the operation. Haul out.
Okay. His whole base dies, all of his units die when you do that, so... you guys, back
The
off.
princess's time has passed.
You guys
Hail
back
now
off.
leads us.
You need to die, woman. Okay, we're doing good. She is our next target. She is the main priority, because she has a Paragon, if you see it there. When the AI get Paragons, by the way, they basically don't change their build at all in skirmishes. There's a custom AI called Sarian AI, and if that thing builds a Paragon, you may as well just rage quit the match, because it just starts pumping out stuff like crazy. I'm going to use these guys to attack that, and I'll just keep building my land units. Those guys are going to loop some more for another 70 bajillion hours, I'm pretty sure, yeah. And may as well build one of these, or two of these. That's not going to be done forever, but whatever, infinite resources. May as well. And the reason I'm not doing anything with these gunships is I'm going to put them back in these Atlantis eventually.
Strategic launch detected.
That person's nuking someone. How many anti-nukes do I have? 2. I don't actually feel safe with just that one anti-nuke. Now that I remembered, nukes are actually fired in this mission. Fairly often, actually. Let's just go ahead and throw down, sure, that many of them. Then go back to assisting him. Okay, I totally forgot that happens. Didn't I tell you all to attack the other base? That guy's dead. Oh, I guess the Seraphim is gonna die here shortly. So she nuked this person down here, actually. Okay, so we're apparently attacking the same person on accident, but whatever. Works for me. Works for me. There comes a giant blob of interceptors. That's not going to do anything useful at all. In fact, there they go to fight my interceptors, and they're dead. Okay. My base should be fine unless I get nuked, which is a distinct possibility in this mission. You do have to keep that in mind. You are building, right? Yes, okay, you're building. That one's going to be building here shortly. Where's my commander? You, Mr. Commander, need to build one of these. Thank you. Do I have to capture the control center? I have to secure it. I guess I just have to capture it then, whatever. There's a bunch of experimentals around it, you might notice. There's another Tsar. Fantastic. Is that thing gonna die to my ground units? Yep. And then kill all of them. Well, back to building those up. You idiots. Land, please. Sometimes I think air units are kind of retarded. A good idea in this mission, if you don't have a Paragon, by the way, is to expand to this base back here and take that over.
We're reading a Paragon in Vendetta's base.
I know.
If you destroy it, you'll
I'm
cripple
aware.
her economy. HQ out.
It does nothing to her economy, by the way. It just blows up most of her base.
Order commander has taken the control center. HQ out.
Nuke just got launched somewhere. On my base,
I
apparently.
am not defeated yet.
I told you they launch nukes. You didn't believe me, did you? I told you they launch nukes. Okay, we need more sub-commanders. We don't need more sub-commanders, but I want more sub-commanders. So that's building. You just cut off of that for a second. You need to rebuild this crap. Because it got exploderized. Very depressing manner, I might add. I don't remember how this was set up, so whatever. In fact, I'm not actually going to use point defenses down there right now. Oh, I thought I had it built fast enough, but alas, I did not. And artillery is what I had down here. It's what I'm going to have down here. In fact, I'm going to have a bunch of artillery down here. There. Okay. I thought they were gonna wait a bit longer than that to nuke, but whatever. You off. You guys need to move this way. Okay. So what are you all doing? Kill her. Jesus. Actually, you know what? Don't kill her. Kill this stuff. Okay. How far are you from building that thing? Quite far, actually. That's not terribly good. He's gonna be building that outpost again forever. I'm gonna split these guys in two. That. And if you tell stuff to dock on the Atlantis, whatever the crap it's called, it will auto surface, so you don't need to worry about that. I think it auto surfaces if you tell it to deploy the units as well. I'm not terribly sure of that though. And back to building they go. That's going to be my primary
Commander,
Air Force right there.
defeat the order commander ASAP. Haul out.
Chill. There is actually, now that I think about that, I do need to kill something in her base. As I get nuked again. Stop doing that. Is he gonna die? Is anything over here gonna die? That one died. He appears to be fine. Whenever you... Oh, nope, he died. Never mind. Well, I hate you too, AI. I hate you too. I was about to say, what I do need to kill in her base is her missile launcher. Wherever it is. I actually don't know where it is. Where is the stupid nuke at? Or is it coming from off the map? Let's just kill her nuke defense. How about that? Oh, that's mass. Never mind. So this base is completely gone for all intents and purposes, and I don't see a nuke launcher in her base. So I guess it's coming off map. That's kind of disappointing. That needs to be built ASAP. Actually, screw building everything else. We need those nukes. Nuke defense. In fact, Commander Sleepy, get to that nuke defense. How much does this defend? Not very much. Okay. And I don't need to expand out here because I have a Paragon. Usually I do take up this entire area. I have a whole crap ton of units by the time this mission's done. You set up there. You all sorts of weird positioning set up right there. This next group will set up somewhere over there as well. Okay. Can I stop being nuked, please? That'd be great. Option 0, I think, is a nuke. I could be mistaken. I think you get an off-screen nuke or an off-screen artillery strike or something like that when you capture that building. I lost one of my fat boys, which makes me sad. These things take too long to build. Good God. Okay, you all, not all of them, stack up down here. Okay. I don't know what you all think you're doing, but I don't really care anymore. And Tech 1 bombers, really? Tech 1 bombers. Okay. Speed it back up. Hope I don't get nuked again, because that would be bad. Thing's still not built. Hopefully they just keep nuking the same spot. That would be cool. Because it's not really going to do anything now. Because everything's already dead, as it turns out. Did they kill the commander while I wasn't paying attention? Maybe. I think they did, actually. Why do you keep flying all the way over there? That's whatever. Kill it. I don't care.
Strategic launch
Are you
detected.
kidding me? Ah, lordy. Lordy, lordy, lordy. My commander should be protected. If he's not, I'm screwed. Okay, they nuked the same spot for some reason. Surprisingly... Oh, never. I was gonna say surprisingly they didn't die, but then there they go. And my unit cap was reached, probably because those Atlantis. And all these land units. But this mission hasn't finished. There's a Tsar right there, for some reason. So I think her commander is still around here somewhere, I'm just not sure where. There she is, kill it. Or don't kill it. Where does she keep going? Oh, whatever. She keeps disappearing. I think she's going underwater or something. Oh, that's where those nukes are coming from. It's freaking option 0. I forgot she captured it. You all, not you, need to go capture that. I completely forgot she captured it. Don't kill it, capture it. Thank God these guys aren't auto-attacking that. I didn't realize there was an option to shoot it. Okay. You guys can just chill right there, I don't care. There's a ton of mass deposits in this this map if you really need the mass deposits. Most of the time you just need this back corner right there and you should be fine. So I've got an anti-nuke there, which probably isn't going to help given how quickly that thing's shooting nukes. Well, it did shoot it down, but now I don't have an anti-nuke over here.
You've captured the control center, but it looks like only a single nuke launcher is
Are you
still
kidding
active.
me?
When a nuke comes online,
Okay.
use the command signal button to place a targeting marker. The nuke will automatically fire.
Whoops.
HQ out.
I totally meant to deselect that prior to firing. So that's the most useless nuke ever. But there you go. Good job, me. Fantastic. Okay, so I want... Am I missing a commander? I am.
That takes care of the order, Commander.
Apparently she died
HQ out.
underwater somehow. I'm not sure how that happened. Whatever.
The arch is right there. Destroy
Whoops. I wasn't supposed to zoom out during that, but whatever.
You're too late, fools.
You're
The
too
arch is
late.
finished. The
This
Seraphim
thing
are already
pumps out
pouring
units
through it.
constantly,
They
like that, as you
cleanse
can
the
see there.
entire galaxy.
Anywhere from Tech 1 to experimental units get thrown out of it, but I should have enough units to just bum rush it whenever it gets me in
Picking
control.
up a
There it
massive
goes.
influx of units coming
Plus
through the
this
rift.
thing's shooting,
It's
by the
now
way.
or never, Commander.
Welcome to the Maver.
Champion, this is your
Unlimited range
hour.
artillery.
Show the order and their lackeys
It fires
the
mini
strength of a
nukes,
true
essentially.
follower of the way.
I think it can have
Destroy the arch.
4 in the air at one time. I can't see what the nuke
Crusader
looks like,
Ryza,
but
what is your status?
whatever.
The Seraphim has destroyed much of my base. I am
You're
endeavoring
fine.
to
What are you talking
rebuild,
about?
but I am unable to launch an assault.
And that looked like a whole lot
You're
of
on your own,
bombers, which I'm
Commander.
not terribly
Destroy
excited
the arch.
about.
HQ out.
Strategic launch detected.
And a strategic launch. Yeah, that's a lot of strategic bombers, I'd like to point out. I don't know if you've noticed that, but that is a whole freaking wing of strategic bombers that's over my base right now. Killing my dudes. In fact, I think they spawn 1 wing per experimental that you have. You are going to die if you don't move. Wee.
You had no hope of standing
That was close.
against
Did they
us.
kill... They killed my anti-nuke. I hate
Destroy
you.
the human.
With a passion. That thing had like 2 anti-nukes in it.
As you command.
Is that thing gonna die? No. It can have up to 4
Shut
shells
that damn
in the
alien
air
up,
at a time.
Commander. Preferably with a nuke.
Well, there goes some of her
HQ
base.
out.
Her base was fine. It's not so fine anymore. So these guys are going to assault. I'm not even going to let them build up an army, because they can get a massive army going with that thing. I don't know what that
Strategic
is.
launch detected.
And there goes another strategic launch. You just need to hide back here where there's actually anti-nukes, please. Because I am not too happy about that. Actually, they may be nuking that. I think that thing gets nuked at some point. I'm not sure.
Scratch one alien.
Oh,
HQ
well, good
out.
job, Maver. You're killing things. Actually, that may have been... No, it's not them. The Maver killed something. Good job, Maver. Just gonna send these guys down here. I actually want to assault them with my my giant air force that I have underwater over there. If I can get it over there in time. Oh, nope, she's being nuked again. Well, she's basically useless now. So I'm just gonna set these guys to patrol over here.
Strategic launch.
Another one? Jesus Christ, man. Do I have one in here? No. Sigh, I lost a shield over there. Didn't lose my Paragon, surprisingly. These things are fairly weak, so you do have to be careful with them. They can be killed by these submarine hunters pretty easily. It looks like he's getting pretty low, actually. You know what? Screw it. Just launch now. I don't care. Go! And here comes the launch. While they're still moving, that is pro right there. Just imagine that showing up behind your base, because that is quite possible. In fact, it's so possible I've done it before. And this is what a massive assault force looks like. That should be enough to handle this base. It's a pretty massive base, as you can see by its unit production. But this should be able to handle it here. I'm surprised the commander
The
survived.
tide turns against you, Kale.
Kale.
Do something.
He's still going, isn't he? No, he's just sitting there. Is Kale over here? I thought we killed Kale.
Do you really believe that we serve you?
There's the
You are
Maver shooting, by the way. It's those little mini
28.
nukes that go off.
When we are finished,
See if I can catch one.
every human in this galaxy will be dead.
Oh no! Not before we kill your rift.
But
The truth was always in front of you, Kale. You just chose to
Didn't I
ignore
tell you
it.
people to attack move? Oh, there comes a Maver shell. Where's it going? Right where I couldn't see it, but there it is. It explodes like a little tiny nuke. It's pretty powerful. I think it does several thousand damage a shot. I'm not sure. And it shoots quite rapidly, actually. As you can see there, the little bar that fills up. It takes a decent chunk of power, if I'm not mistaken. 7,500. That's a pretty decent chunk of power. But this mission should be over here shortly. If you idiots would continue to attack move, that would be great. I should just tell them to do that. There, they'll sort it out themselves. There goes another sub. I think there's 3 sub-commanders in this base. I know there was one right there. One just exploded over there.
The Arch is on its last legs.
I'm not
It's
sure
nearly
exactly
destroyed.
how many there are. There is this thing right here, and I'm going to slow it down while I talk about this. This is the second most obnoxious experimental in the game. It is an experimental missile launcher, which is kind of deceiving. It should be called an experimental nuke launcher. It launches a nuke that's about 1.5 times to 2 times, I'm not sure exactly, more powerful than this thing's dead here, than a standard nuke, and it takes 2 anti-nuke missiles to destroy it, and it can be built faster, way, 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 way faster than any anti-nuke structure, or nuke structure for that matter, can build. So that thing can pump out nukes like crazy and just decimate your base. The other experimental that they have that I hate is those bombers from earlier. Last time they glitched out. Well, the first time I went through this, they glitched out. And by the way, you notice that thing has 500,000 hit points. I think these share hit points a little bit. No, it's just getting lasered. Okay, well, whatever. Is the experimental bomber. It drops nukes, and it can drop them every time it passes. I'm not sure what the delay is, but and there's an experimental. It's a pretty short delay,
I will
so
be
both of
arriving
them are
shortly,
really
Commander.
crazy. And I'm
It is
about to
time
nuke
for this
myself,
to
by the way.
end.
I don't know if you caught that, but let's see if it arrives in time. Maybe. Come on, nuke. Where you at? That thing just killed my own units. Good job, Maver. Yes, your Maver can kill your own units, so you have to be careful with that. Where's my nuke at? Good God. Did it get shot down? Oh, there it is. There's my nuke to kill all of my stuff for me. Okay, well there you go. And that is the final mission and the final part of this game coming up here. Which I'm going to shut up through most of. Probably, maybe not. I don't know. And I didn't show you guys the intro movie again. I don't know, whatever. You can deal without it. Well, if you can't deal with it, then we have a problem. We're going to have to dispose of the body. And there you go. It's kind of anticlimactic.
The princess is gone. No trace.
And I'm going to skip that. So you can see this.
Re-establishing primary CPU algorithms. Primary CPU algorithms operational. All systems online. Diagnostics complete. Primary directive recognized. Executing.
Uh-oh. I like how he looks straight at the screen and his little eyeball-looking thing, like, focuses on it. Nothing is ever known
The rift is sealed
beyond
and the order is
that.
on the run. Sadly, there's
So-
no sign of Princess Burke. But we'll keep looking.
There you go. Supreme Commander 2 doesn't exactly continue the storyline of the first two very well, in my opinion, so there you go. That's the end of that, and there's a whole bunch of things no one knows about. Like QAI, for instance. What is he executing? Probably me, by the way.
The rift is sealed and the order
Shut
is
up,
on the...
no one cares. Look at that kill-death ratio, 2,500 to 500. Alright, 5.0 kill-death. I'm a pro. That mission's relatively easy if you just set up right at the beginning. If you don't set up right at the beginning, you can very easily get swarmed in that last objective if you don't have enough to just push it out at the very start there. So, just keep that in mind. And that is the end of this game. How exciting is that? I know, it's crazy exciting. Anyway, I'll see you all next time.